Hello. I just want to talk about my experience going to see my first time ever seeing one of the BTS members with my sister. Um, Overall, it was good. The concert, seeing him and perform and everything. But other than that, everything else was horrible for me. Not because anything was bad, but mostly me, because I deal with dizziness, like really, really bad dizziness. And recently I was fine, got dizzy again. I don't know if it's like this steroid pill that I took when I went to the ER. They gave me one and I had to take another one like 3 days later or whatever. And I think that caused me to be dizzy again. But so I've been dizzy this whole time, and I'm was really sad that I was gonna be dizzy at this event. And I didn't think it was gonna be too bad, but it was bad. It was bad. I was in Oakland for the last day of the concert. I was so done, basically. I was so done. I don't know how to describe the kind of dizziness I felt, but it just feels like everything feels fake. And my vision, it's weird because I see clearly and everything, but for some reason, in a sense, it feels blurry. Like I see things and it looks fake. Like I don't know how to describe it. Obviously, I was holding it in, but I feel like when I'm standing up, it just feels worse. And I feel like I'm swaying and back and forth, and then I felt nauseous at the same time, and then I would get this weird feeling here, and I don't know if I was having mini panic attacks or anxiety attacks or whatever, but I would subside it, and I just felt so nauseous. And it also the dizziness makes me want to space out a lot because of dizzy I am. And my sister would look at me and she's like, you look done, you look tired, I'm like, I am done. Dizziness makes you feel tired, so I felt tired, not because I'm tired. I was just powering through. There was this nice girl in line with us with a bucket hat, like the gummy ones from Hot Topic, kindly bought 2 army bombs for me and my sister because I only had 100, but I didn't have a card. So she kindly bought them for me and the batteries, and I gave her the 100 when we were back in line. And my sister transferred her $22 for the rest. That was really nice, and the freebies and everything, people were really nice and complimenting my hair. I got some for my makeup, and so those are the good things, and I was enjoying myself, but not 100 because of the dizziness. We finally were gonna go security, and I hated it because every time we stopped, the dizziness, I'm like, I'm gonna pass out, I'm gonna throw up. I can't pass out here because then what a weird girl passing out here, and then now they have to call the ambulance. And I didn't want it to make it seem like to ruin people's day. I didn't want to be an inconvenience. They stopped people, checking people in because I don't know what, and my sister had a big ass rechargeable, and so they stopped us for that too, but the guy just let us in to go pass. Yeah, but I felt so sick, and then we had to we walked, and then we still had to wait in line, and I guess they would let 20 people go up the stairs, and you go 20. I felt so sick. I was like, I'm gonna pass out, I'm gonna puke here, I'm having a panic attack. And finally they let people go up. We waited, and then they let us up, and so now we're in this zigzaggy thingy. The doors haven't opened yet, and I was just holding on to that bar, and I was just and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I was telling my sister, I don't feel good, And at this point, I don't know if you could say I'm lethargic, because lethargic means tired, but I am tired. But everything is just, and when I would walk, I felt like I was walking in slow-mo. Just slow-mo. And then there was parts where there wasn't any bars. It was just these strings. And I was just holding on to my sister, and I was like, you know, trying to act normal. I'm trying to hold it in, trying to act normal as possible. I guess you could say I was in survival mode. I act and seem like I'm okay, seem normal, but I was just dying inside for real. Like, I'm just dying. Finally, we went in line. We got some merch. We got 2 sweaters and 2 large of Yoongi, of course. Obviously, my voice. Obviously, the filter's changing it. The filter. Don't mind my chubbiness. Why am I losing my voice? Okay, I'm gonna speak lower. Okay. But yeah, we got that, and then I haven't eaten all day. Only like the ride, 4 hours of the ride to Oakland. I had Arizona and a small bag of spicy popcorn, but those popcorns were disintegrating in my mouth. That's all I had. She ate a hot dog, but they put mayonnaise, so I couldn't eat it, and so she ate it over there, so she didn't eat it in front of me. But I was on nothing. The Arizona calories gone. Fucking those little popcorns calories gone. You know, energy, I think I was literally surviving on adrenaline, to be honest. So I think I was just surviving off adrenaline, because I think those little mini panic attacks were also me panicking, but like giving me like surge of like, I can't do this, right? Oh, and I also felt shaky, but like within inside me, and I felt heavy, and I just felt like a fucking chihuahua the whole time. Finally, we got our seats and everything, and yeah, I was still dying, and you know, the concert was going, I'm filming, I'm having a really great time, still dizzy, but trying to enjoy this moment of him performing. It felt like it went too fast. We were waiting for people to leave first. There's this girl next to us. The girl, not the mom, the other girl. She was talking to these people up behind us, and then she opened this clear bag that she had, and she started just like, "Oh, do you want some albums?" And they're like, "Sure." And me and my sister were like, if we're like, we didn't want to like be weird, but we're like, "Oh, can we have 2?" And she's like, "Sure." And she just gave us 2. And then when we got to the hotel, I was like, oh my god, we should have asked for 3 so I could give one to my friend Pohai. But you know, we know thinking that time, but we know we don't want to be selfish, but we're honored that we got 2 free albums, you know. And thank you to her. Like, you're amazing. Like, you didn't have to do any of that. Okay, so that we talked to the lady, and she said that they were there for the 2 days of Oakland, you know. Finally had to leave because they're telling everybody to leave. So we left, and we went down, we went outside, I took videos, I took pictures of my sister and everything, and then there's the parking lot. We walked the whole entire parking lot looking for her car. And my sister was getting upset with me because I was getting upset, because she's like, "Why are you panicking?" And I'm like, "Because I think someone stole your car," or like, I don't know, like, I'm panicking for you, but I'm also panicking for me, because I was really hoping to just get in her car and just finally let go, because I'm in this survival mode of I have to be okay not to be inconvenient to anybody. And I just wanted to get in the car and cry the feelings I've been feeling of my dizziness and feeling like I want to puke, feeling like I want to throw up, having these weird pulsing panic attacks, feeling like I'm vibrating and it within my whole body, and feeling heavy and just hungry and just tired in general. Just I'm like, let's ask for help, and she didn't want to ask for help. Finally, we asked her for help because the parking lot is completely empty now almost, and asked the security cops whatever, and they couldn't find our car. And then he's like, are you guys sure you're parked here? And we're like, what do you mean? And my sister's like, well, I came through this street or whatever. And he's like, oh, you know there's a whole nother parking lot on the other side, right? And we're like, don't tell me we came out the wrong way. I was like, because I remember there's this other place and then there's this other place. Flip it. And so we had to walk around the whole fucking arena again. So that was more walking. I think we were looking for a car for like almost an hour, and then we had to walk for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just tired. I'm done. I'm done. Finally, she beeps it, and her car lights up, and I just directly to her car. Finally go into her car, and I sit down, and she gets in, she sits down, and I tell Myra, I'm like, I feel like crying. And she's like, then cry. And I was like, ah, and I just like slumped my arms, and I'm just like, and I just started crying like a fucking baby. And it was just like everything that I was feeling, I just let it go. I let it go. You know when you're like super sick, like a cough or whatever, you go to work or school, and you feel so sick, and you just feel like crying, and then finally like you go home or you go to your car or whatever, and you just cry it out. Sometimes you low-key feel a bit better after crying. It's like you're letting all that stress out, you know? So that's what I did. And then finally we drove. The hotel was like only 5 minutes away, to be honest, by driving. Got in, went in the hotel. I was dead. I'm dizzy still, and just cooked some ramen. She cooked her ramen. I ate it. I looked at the merch for a little bit, watching Stephanie Sue, and then couldn't watch anymore. She laid down. I put music on, BTS playlist that I sleep to sometimes, and also like a nightlight. And then I was afraid to go to sleep. I was kind of scared to go to sleep because I felt like I was gonna die. But yeah, in the end, when I was gonna go to sleep, I was kind of scared to go to sleep. My nose also started to congestion. I don't know. For some reason, I was just scared to go to sleep. I felt like if I go to sleep, I'm not gonna wake up. Because when I would relax my body and I felt like I was gonna fall asleep, my body would go numb. I don't know. It was just freaky. And there's a point where I was like falling asleep, and then I felt like I was gonna fall or die, and then jolted up, and I was like, turned. My sister said something, and then she turned. And then, I don't know how, I just fell asleep. I just knocked out. Yep, and then I woke up the next day. Obviously, I'm still dizzy. I'm gonna tell my doctor about what happened. Because dieting was a trial to see if it helped with dizziness. It did. But, I don't know. Now I have to tell her about this. I don't know. I'm just tired of being dizzy. Like, being dizzy really doesn't let you live life. It really doesn't. It feels awful, and I wish I didn't have to experience this severe dizziness while seeing Suga for the first time as, performing as Agust D, and I got my period too. I think I was going to say that, but I cut myself off. During the few last songs, I felt something like wet all of a sudden. Not a lot, but some, I was like, oh my god. I think I just started my period during his concert. I think I started my period during his concert. The ending. Good thing. The ending. Because even the bathroom for the girls in line was long. They really should make a bigger bathroom anywhere for girls, women. Because there's always a freaking line. And then there's no line for the boys, and then the girls are trying to go to the boys, and then one guy or two guys would be like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom, so now the girls can't use it. And the boys feel weird about the girls being in the boys' bathroom. But it's like, we're desperate because there's a line. There's a line, you know? But anyways. And then we went driving home. And then we went to Kia. We got lost in Kia because we were trying to get out. Because we would be heading home late. So we were trying to get out of Kia. But yeah. My virginity card lost for Kia. Didn't get to fully enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. But we got lost. But we finally got out and we left home. Still dizzy, gonna talk to my doctor. I had fun. For the girl who bought the army bombs, thank you so much. You didn't have to. She's probably never gonna see this, but thank you so much. You made my life a little easier, especially because I was dizzy. And the girl that gave us 2 free albums, thank you so much. You and your mom are amazing. Hope everyone enjoyed their time there. Sugar's home safely now. Hope he can rest up, and hopefully we can see BTS all together, and hopefully my mom, me, my sister, my little sister, my friend can go to see all 7 of them together. That'd be a dream. I don't know if the video is glitchy. I think it's glitchy. And my voice, it's like dry or something. I don't know. But anyways, thank you for listening. Gotta go get checked out more. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their time. Until next time, hopefully I can see my people that I love. We can see together the boys, all 7, for the first time. Finally have an army bomb. We have to get one for my sister and my little sister. I'm not sure my friend has one. I think she does. I'm not sure, but my mom and my sister need army bombs. Trying to convince my mom to go. She knows some songs, but you know. Anyways, thank you for listening. Hopefully I'm not dizzy anymore. And yeah. Nameless Sister out.